It's your boy. it's your boy. HCM, Hennythemoor, reporting live from the liquor store. As you see,
we learned that from West Coast. That's courtesy of West Coast Cowboy right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, when that clock starts, you got 3 seconds to say whatever you want to say.
Hey, they might have
But you
heard
ain't
it. I
got-
might have been too late. So,
you never know.
I think. Hey, the referee's gonna go to the the replay and see if he got the shot off or not. Shot no good.
No good.
But yeah, man. Hey, it's your boy Hennythemoor reporting live from the liquor store. And man, the Drunk Avengers had assembled, man. You know, hey, we drunk and Nefarious on the West Coast. So you know what I'm saying? We out here, man. Hey, shout out to my brother West Coast Cowboy for tapping in with me. Shout out to my brother Landlord from Alabama. How y'all gentlemen doing today, man?
Man, we good.
Shoot, I'm good. What's up with you, Regina Green with the green twirl? Bigelow. Look at Regina. Look at this. That's you. Listen to me. I got a couple packs on the way.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell y'all that's why I'm not at my house right now, because I am currently I'm down the street, but sitting in front of the post office, about to go drop some things off. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it. I've been rocking with your boy. Everything is going in the mail, man. Listen to me. I am from the Negroes tribe, so I do have a procrastination gene inside me. It's deep down inside. You know what I'm saying? It's called procrastinatiosity. You know what I'm saying? And it's inside of me. And every now and then it rears its ugly head. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to be a better Cowboy fan in 2023. You feel me? But I got you today, though. I promise you I got you today, though. You feel me? But hey, man,
it's gone.
We had the content Illuminati go pick up West Coast. You know what I'm saying? He been on the hiatus. We had to go pull him over. You know what I'm saying? And get him to do this content for us, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
Like they said about killing more, man. You know they had to try to come and get my boy, man.
Hey, it's a sad day. Hey, it's a sad day in America when y'all comparing me to Kellen Moore, man. They said my consistency lately has been one of Kellen Moore. Like, wow, West Coast motivated one day and then he disappeared for 3 days. Like, you know what? I'm definitely gonna be more Dan Quinn. Listen to me. I accept that rebuke from my brothers. Your boy West Coast. I'm gonna pop my collars. I'm back. You feel me? I'm back.
Good.
You feel me? I've been back. This the third I'm back. You know what I'm saying? But I'm back this time. Hey, but you know what's dope though? I'm gonna tell you what's dope though. When I haven't been live this last week, you know what I've been doing? Can't nobody tell me that you ain't seen me lurking in the chat room though. So everybody knew I was alive. The reason why ain't nobody hit me up and asked me like, West Coast, are you alive? Why? Because he needed a show the other day, and guess what? I was just like you, up in there watching it. HTM did a show, I think, yesterday on Mother's Day. I was like, this dude live on Mother's Day? He did a show on Mother's Day. I slid up in there, and guess what? I seen some of y'all up in there. So even if, listen to me, if I'm not able to go live, only thing that does, you guys have 3 people on here. 3. Between the 3 of us, man, you guys are going to get your content, man. So if I'm not live, bro, you got Henny. If Henny not live, you got Landlord. If Landlord not live, you got me. At the end of the day, get it. That's the only thing that matters. Get it.
Truth. Hey, shout out to Regina Green with the green for tapping into the liquor store. Etta Lockhart, I see you. Jameson Taylor, Brian Kite, thank y'all for showing love. And remember, if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, you will get half off all the items in the store. And listen, we got Eagles tears, we got gin, we got hen, whatever it takes to make you sin, man. So come on in.
That boy real Nefarious out here.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now: if you come in the liquor store, you know, touching too many things at one time, we're gonna hit you with that. Hurry up and buy.
Hey, we're gonna pop out the freezer. Hurry up!
On my life, hurry up and buy.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you this: the real gangsters remember this stuff. I feel bad for your mother. Hey, well, you know what's that from?
My mama.
Hell, you don't know where that from. I bet you don't know where that from, though. Put that in the comment box, though. I feel bad for your mother. Where that quote from? What you say about my mama? You know what I'm saying? But hey, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Hey, you guys know they had listen to me. They had mini camps this past week, and listen to me. Even though West Coast wasn't doing content, where my folder at? Where my little notebook? Hey, here it goes. Bam! Look at that. I've been taking notes. And I'm going to tell y'all this right here. It's some young men in that rookie mini camp. Now I'm gonna tell you, the rookie mini camp was a little different this year, fellas. It's gonna be different regardless. They didn't do a lot of like physical things, and they said the helmets only came on like 2 times in a week.
Yeah.
So if you only wear a helmet 2 times in a week, 1 or 2 things, you're not doing a lot of physical activity. And happy Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Because you're about to have a kid at some point.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? If you caught that, you caught it. If you don't, you didn't. But listen to me. These are some notes that I've taken just from people, the Mike Fishers of the world, the Tom Downleys of the world, people who have been allowed to go to training camp or were allowed to go into the actual rookie mini camp. And if you guys didn't mind, I wanted to kind of talk about that for a couple minutes. If you didn't mind.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Talk to me.
All right, because listen to me. I got these hats called Run the Damn Ball hats. Man, I appreciate y'all. We sold over 3,000 hats over the last 2 years, but I got a new hat. It's not really new, but it's new because I'm really about to start pushing it. Over the last year, I've been screaming Run the Damn Ball, but guess what? It needs to be Stop the Damn Run. And I'm going to tell you, big nasty defensive lineman, Mozzie Smith, listen to me. If you're not calling your defensive lineman big and nasty, he probably ain't good. You feel me? That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you tell me you met a woman and you want to marry her, first thing I'm going to ask is, can she cook? I don't give a damn what she look like. You know what I'm saying? Because she ain't going to look that way 10 years from now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Can she cook? Can she do what you want her to do? Listen to me. Mozzie Smith had a quote on my mama. And my mama a Cowboys fan, so you already know what it is. Mozzie had a quote, bro. Mozzie had a quote that was so gangster, bro. Like you gonna give him to the 15th to pay his rent. Watch this. Look what he said, man. Mozzie said this, bro. Mozzie said, I knew at Michigan, if I don't stop the run, we don't win.
Facts. And he played
bruh,
like
on
that.
My mama, bruh, on my mama. I have always said this because the biggest knack that people take on Mozzie Smith is the boy only had 0.5 sacks, right? Mm-hmm. But you guys remember, what did I tell you guys? I said my next defensive tackle, I don't want him to know nothing about pass rush. I just want him to know everything about stopping the run. You know what I'm saying? We can teach him how to pass rush. But I need a dude that's just big, ugly, don't even shave. Like, you got to remind him to put on deodorant. You know what I'm saying? That's a real defensive tackle. Someone that the only thing he know is stop the run. What's the quarterback? I don't know what a quarterback is, but I'll hit him if he still has the ball. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you have in Mozzie Smith. A dude that said out of his mouth as a Dallas Cowboy, and I quote, at Michigan, I knew if I did not stop the run, not we, if I did not stop the run, we do not win. Bruh. What else do I got to say, bruh?
That's different.
What are y'all thoughts?
That's definitely different in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Because most of our defensive linemen been pretty much penetrators. Like, I don't know if you would call Antoine Woods a penetrator, would you?
He was just undersized 110.
He was just undersized, so he couldn't help but be a penetrator. But Tristan Hill was a penetrator. You know what I'm saying? Also, Digazur a penetrator. So now we got somebody who's finna gobble up those combo blocks and not be moved. We got an immovable force in the middle. You know what I'm saying? That's what he pride himself about. Like, you can judge a lot about a man about how prideful he is about his work. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he is. He telling you, like, hey, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being moved. I'm going to be a tough guy to combo block and all that. So if we can get, like I said, with us playing the big nickel, man, we smile at linebacker and safety and stuff. We be smile on the field. So we definitely don't want the guards to get to the second level on us. It's really bad for us. Even worse than other teams. Yeah.
And I agree with
that. Yeah, because think about this. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say, like, in regards to Mozzie, like, he was out there playing a 2-gap scheme in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? We're not even gonna ask him to do that here. We're gonna ask him to stop the run on this side, clog the middle, eat up the blocks. You know, don't let the offensive lineman get up, to the second level like you mentioned.
And
you know,
push the pocket.
and
We
push
need
the
him to
pocket.
push the pocket, not
And
not
listen,
just penetrate.
and we don't even like West Coast mentioned, we don't even need you to sack the quarterback. And what people do not realize, he actually has a lot of pressures under his belt. He doesn't have the sack, but he has the pressure, so he is making the quarterback uncomfortable at times.
That's
you know
important.
what I'm saying? And that's important. That will help out your defensive pass rushers like Michael Parsons, Sam Williams, Marcus Lawrence, all these guys. I think they will get a small tick, you know, in pass rush production with Monty Smith on the field. You know what I'm saying? So like,
my question is this:
like what he adds.
My question is this, bruh. Did we need more sacks last year?
No.
No. Okay, so then I don't need. Why do I need more sacks, bruh? Like I didn't need more sacks last year.
You don't need more
sacks,
but he will help your entire defensive line, though. You know what I'm saying? He will help you in the run. He will help them guys too.
But think about this. Last year,
how long he is. How long is his arms and stuff? Because it seemed like what I was seeing on film, he was batting a lot of balls down too. Batted balls is very underrated on defense, bro. Like, people don't even talk about him, but for a defensive tackle, if you can get your hands in them throwing lanes, man, that'd be huge. That come up huge sometimes. Like, it might have been a wide open receiver, but he batted the ball down. Now you got to punt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I seen Mozzie batting the ball down a lot.
33 and 3/4 arm length was in the 58th percentile.
Okay. So I know he got vertical and all that too. He's super athletic, so it translates to him being able to bat balls down. And like, if you a defensive tackle, that's a good weapon to use, because you might not make it to the quarterback, but if you there sitting in the passing lane, get your hands up. You know what I'm saying? I seen him do that a lot.
Hey, and fellas, think about this, right? Think about this. Go look at the last 2 playoff games we lost, right? If you could say in those last 2 playoff games when we lost against the San Francisco 49ers in both games, if you can ask yourself, what could we do to win those games? Or what player could we add to that defensive line to help win that game? In both games, you're not asking a defensive end, bro. You don't need another Michael Parsons in that game, bro.
Nah,
you need to stop that touchdown from Mike. Yeah, you need to stop that touchdown from Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna ask you a question. A stop on Christian McCaffrey or stop on the quarterback. We had the quarterback shut down. Getting to the quarterback was getting more sacks on the quarterback was not gonna help us in either game. We needed to stop the run. We needed to stop that touchdown from Christian McCaffrey that had us losing by a point. That had us losing by 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and let's just be real, man. Like, we were top 3 in the whole NFL in sacks last year. I don't think the difference between 3 and 1 is like, well, first off, I don't think the difference between the number 1 sack team and being the number 3 really determines how successful you're going to be in the league. And you got to think like this, fellas. Something that I just thought about. You really got to look at your schedule and tell yourself, do I really need to sack the quarterback this year? Or do I need to really stop the run this year? Remember, Henny, last year we did a lot of shows together. And remember, we used to always talk about what? All the freaking running backs we was about to play.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Dalvin Cook got released. Did Dalvin Cook get released this morning?
Not
I know they were talking about it, because I love to have him paired with Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, but
him and Tony would be crazy.
Bruh, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you get Dalvin Cook, you should rescind the tag.
I mean, you can't. You signed it now.
Well, you can't, but bruh, if you listen to me. I love Tony Pollard, but I'm going to tell you something else that I also heard this morning. John Fossil talking about Deuce Vaughn. You know what that young man said? He said he's hoping that Deuce Vaughn will be able to play on kickoff returns and punt returns.
So
you know what I'm saying? If you look at how they started off Tony Pollard, bro, Deuce Vaughn is about to replace that young man. Because Deuce Vaughn didn't even play kick returns and punt returns in college.
Not the last 2 seasons, no.
No, they said he was too valuable.
Mm-hmm.
But John Fossil came out, and the 2 names that came to my mind, the Cowboys with Deuce Vaughn can replace 2 players at one. You can replace Turpin. Hey, that's why I ain't got dreads, but you know I'm related to you.
Yeah. And listen, hey, West Coast, remember we had this conversation about Turpin, you know, like a couple shows back, you know, because you remember we had.
And listen, and the Cowboys don't give a damn about him being a Pro Bowler. They don't care about that. That just means they have to pay him more. They don't really care about that.
You know, Dollar Bill don't like it.
But y'all remember,
If anything, Dollar Bill hates it. If anything, Dollar Bill hates it.
Yeah.
hey, but y'all remember though, we were having the conversation about Turpin, about him trying to get on the field offensively. You were against it because of his size. Well, hell, and the conversation pretty much ended up being, if he cannot contribute on the offensive side of the ball, what do you need him for? If he's only going to be a special team,
What do you need him for?
So you know,
he up there running head up to people, and while you got a wide open touchdown right now, you want to run over something.
And I'm gonna tell you this right here, man. This is what I've also always said about Turpin. I like him, but he doesn't really match Dak's style of play, bro. Dak is not throwing no 40-yard bomb. People be like, oh, you could just use him deep. But, bro, Dak is not throwing Hail Mary balls to random dudes. He don't. CD don't even get them type of opportunities. How many times have you just seen Dak just chuck it up to CD? 1 or 2 times, right, on option routes. But, bro, if you're not open, Dak is not doing that. So it's like Kevontae Turpin in with Dak Prescott, I believe his route tree is going to be very limited. You know what I'm saying? I think, and I'm not saying that I think Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback, but I do think Aaron Rodgers is a better thrower of the football. You know what I'm saying? I think there's doesn't mean I think he's, you know what I'm saying, but I think he's a better thrower of the football. I think Turpin would actually be better in an offense that's predicated on throwing the ball downfield like that. Because in our offense, anytime that he comes in the game, unless he's on the field all the time, bro, as soon as he comes in the field, you're like, up, there goes some shady stuff. It's like when your baby mama come around, bro. As soon as she come around, you're like, wait.
Hey, listen.
What's up? Yeah, we good, but let me look over here. What the hell she doing? You know what I'm saying? And, bro, that's what the defense does, man. All you do is alert everybody on the defense every time, so you can't even give them the ball.
Yeah, I was going to also say, man, they're not even going to be what the West Coast offense is predicated for. They want to attack the defense horizontally, side to side, run after catch, get the ball in your hand. So unless you trust Turpin to go over the middle, and he's small as hell, so I don't know you want him to do that.
Jay from SoCal just said plain simple. He said Turpin is not an NFL receiver. Good grief.
And you know what? Some of y'all all think West.
That might be the big, the hard pill to swallow, you know what I'm saying? Rip the Band-Aid off, just the real life truth right there. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm going to tell you this, man. When Turpin first came in, and listen, everybody, because I get crucified, man. Y'all put your boy on the cross, man. I love y'all. I still love y'all. But, man, that's why I love training camp. This is why I absolutely, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Part of the reason, I'm going to give y'all a little secret, right? Part of the reason why West Coast be turning it down just a little bit is because I know when training camp comes up, ain't nobody do it better than West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to be out there 18, 19 days at training camp. So I use that as my excuse to be kind of lackadaisical right now. And I appreciate my guys right now for telling me you should always stress to be more. Appreciate you, my fellas. But I'm going to tell y'all, that's why I'm on their ass. That's why I'm on their ass about going to training camp. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Training camp is it's really like going to the club, meeting a beautiful person, and you know how Nate Dogg said, "Now that I'm sober, you ain't that fine." Ooh, I don't want to treat you wrong. Yeah. Ain't trying to lead y'all.
You get to see the awards at training camp. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Listen to me. When you go to training camp, bro, you're gonna be sober. You're gonna be all the free agency drunk is gone. He's gonna be a draft guru. That's gone. He's gonna just turn the world upside down. He's gone. That's gone. You wanna know why? Because all them baby blooming rookies and undrafted free agents, now they out there with some grown ass men. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. You can wish somebody want to be something, but when you out there with grown ass men actually doing it, and you can stand out amongst those dudes, that's why when Dayron Bland was at practice, bro, I've documented that I was the first one. I give Law Nation his love too, because Law Nation was at the practice when he did it. I always give people their love if they were there with me. Me and Lawden, we was there 2 times together when we saw something happen. We was there for Dayron Bland's first practice, and we was also there when Amari Cooper got hurt at practice, and the whole world told us we was lying. So shout out to Law, because he was there with me when it happened. But seeing a guy like Dayron Bland make plays versus veterans who have baby mamas, mistresses, 3 and 4 houses, and bills they gotta pay, and that guy's out there making plays, bro. You can't tell me. You can't tell me nothing about him because I physically seen it. And I'm gonna tell you, to go back to Kevontae Turpin, I saw at training camp Dak never throwing him the ball. Never.
But what's so crazy though? He threw him the ball at Cowboys night though. I remember seeing that he made a couple of plays.
Yeah, because but you got to think like this, bro. On Cowboys night, the cameras are there. It's a TV show. It's a show.
He threw it to Toba too. That's when Toba got off. I'm like, man, I don't know, man.
And then you also got to think like this. You have to give people a little motivation going into the season. But let me tell you this: the Cowboys highlighted Topert all through training camp and preseason, and then started Dennis Houston.
Man.
Hey, Jerry Jones a thug, though. I love him, though. That's my grandpa. Ain't nobody. Hey, listen, we gonna say what we want to say about Jerry, but you better watch your mouth when you talk about Jerry in the streets, for real. And I'm talking. You know what I'm saying?
What y'all think about the continuity that the team's showing lately? It seems like they've been mobbing everywhere to go. I've been seeing CD, Dak, Toba. Everybody just mobbing together like that. I think that's gonna do benefits to us during the season. I think that's gonna help build.
Dak in that new role of the big homie, man. Like hell, like you said, Des Bryant would have been the big dog when he was there. Mark Cooper was ahead of Dak, came in early. So like I said, Dak the big homie to the wide receivers now.
Yeah, they ride with Dak right now. Yeah.
Hey, I early in the morning I be on that drama meeting. I know I be on that drama. I be on that pettiness. You know what I'm saying? Take 2 pills, call me in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
You got a super right there, Wes.
Appreciate you, man. Hey, appreciate you for dropping some donation. Appreciate you. I love you, man. Real ass Cowboys fan.
He said, watch David Durden. He a sleeper. And Deuce is the truth. We ready all around, bro. Got some real dogs on this team now. You watch and see.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, Deuce. But listen, I like Deuce. Deuce about to take some jobs too. Man, I had a thought. What was we just talking about right now?
We were talking about the continuity and how they rhyme with Dak.
Oh, I got it. So y'all know I be petty in the morning, right?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm Mr. Take your shoestrings out the shoestring, out the shoes, leave your shoes there. You know what I'm saying? So you can pop all day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, have you noticed that CeeDee Lamb is also hanging around dudes that need to get paid?
Uh-huh.
All the dudes that need to get paid are all hanging out together. And all the dudes that's already paid are all hanging out together. What I see guys who are on this side of the table because CeeDee Lamb needs a contract. Dak Prescott needs a contract. And they're 2 of your biggest contracts that's about to come up. Micah Parsons is about to get a contract. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I've always said this about Micah Parsons, but he is about to be a fool. Like, they need to pay him, Brad, because he is about to be disrespectful on the internet. Like, I'm going to be honest with you.
It's going to be
Micah might say some slick shit about us, low key. You know what I'm saying, Mike? I'm going to tell you this right now. I want you to get paid.
Micah gonna do the he gonna diss everybody.
For real. First off, F Jerry Jones and then click you back. Like Micah is he's about to drop a whole that's what I'm telling him before he dropped that diss tape. I'm on your side. You feel me? Don't put my name in unless it's on some promotional stuff.
He gonna be like, yeah, you too, landlord. Like, dang, bro, what I did.
Like, what I do, man? All I did was offer to get you drunk.
I know that's why I'm letting them know right now before you drop that mixtape, bro. Mike, I want you to get paid, bro. Because listen to me, I've never seen a dude from the Dallas Cowboys literally tell an opponent that we're gonna play that I'm gonna see your ass in Miami, and the only person that's gonna pay for it is your quarterback. Mm-hmm. I've never heard anybody in Dallas, especially I ain't never heard them dudes talk like that.
Then he's stepping like that too. He's stepping like that for real. So
and the culture of the game is nobody is even attempting to take his phone from him, bruh. Jerry Jones is like, yeah,
they scared of my guy.
Hey,
bro, I do believe.
Drew said the U.S. Treasury better start printing money with Michael Parsons' face on it. That's all I got to say.
Straight up. It's finna get
ugly. My thing is this, bro. With Michael Parsons and his money, I just hope the Cowboys just go into it like we're just gonna make you the highest paid, bro. Like, because if you go with that, I'm gonna disrespect you. Then I'm a make up and like, bro, Micah Parsons is gonna tell. He is going, bro.
If they try to
I'm gonna tell you
drag
this right
his
here.
name like they do everybody else, it's gonna get ugly. They
It's
better
gonna get
not play
ugly.
with Micah like that.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you this right here, right? Micah is playing a little dirty game, bro, because, bro, you know for a fact that mother effer went on that Philly sidelines and was bumping that. Come on, bro. Come on, Mike. That
Yeah.
Philly when he's on the like
With the
Micah
jersey.
Parsons, bro, he is definitely showing the Dallas Cowboys that he cannot be controlled like that.
They said
Like,
JB
imagine.
got some good news on TP. He said he's been seen around in Memphis without a walking boot, moving around without hesitation. Hopefully.
I mean, that's good. That's good if we the Dallas Cowboys if he gonna be working at a restaurant. But I mean, I need to see what he can do on a football field. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like Odell Beckham. You know what I'm saying? Odell Beckham was getting on airplanes, getting
Going to
kicked off
football
airplanes, going to NBA games, and,
Doing
you know
nothing
what I'm
on the
saying? Going
football
to the
field.
going to the Washington area. You know what I'm saying? Just doing all types of random
Posting
stuff.
selfies.
Ask him to get on the football. Yeah, posting selfies. Get on the football field. I can't do that. Can't do that though. Can't get on the
I
football
can do
field.
anything but that.
For real. But listen to me. The Cowboys, they love a 2-for-1. They love a 2-for-1. So when I see a guy like Deuce Vaughn, he's a 2-for-1. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely feel like, you know, just to bounce back on that, I feel like the Cowboys are going to 2-for-1 him, and he's going to be someone they're going to used for kickoff returns. And I think because of that, a guy like Turpin and a guy like Pollard are not going to say necessarily in trouble, but I just think the Cowboys don't value the running back position anyway, so why wouldn't they do some crazy? You know what I'm saying? When you don't value you, it's easy to just do anything.
Mm-hmm.
My boy, he says, what's up with you? He says, someone said he says Odell was trying to put a show on. TP's been working out. I listen, I don't want nobody to think that I don't think that TP's going to be ready, but I just don't believe anybody's going to be ready as far as injury until they take contact. And I think Michael Gallup kind of should have. I think we should have all learned from Michael Gallup, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I'm scarred
Like,
from
I'm scarred.
I'm scarred from
But listen, we never want to put
Like,
Michael
some of
Gallup in
y'all-
the contract anyway. So
Hey, think about this. Some of y'all don't like Mozzie because him and Taco Charleston went to the same school. Fact.
yeah.
Not me. I'm just saying, there's some fans out there that don't like Mozzie simply because what? Taco Charleston? Okay, get him in.
But see, they bring up Michigan. They don't bring up Jordan Lewis. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think we can use
Jordan ain't changed nobody life
I think
either though.
Hey, Cuzzo, I tried to ride with you, man, but the landlord got glasses on, so I didn't know which way he was going with that.
Hey, I'm just saying, Jordan Lewis was not bad. That man was a 3rd round pick.
Yeah,
He ain't bad
to
'cause
ride.
he's still playing, so you know he could have been
Yeah,
off the
except-
team by now. So yeah,
Hey, Henny, you know it don't help that you tweeted that the Cowboys could, that you tweeted the Cowboys.
Hey, why do you keep bringing up old stuff? Why you be bringing up old stuff?
Because how you gonna use somebody as an example? How you gonna use somebody as an example of someone that did good, but then use them as an example to save some money by cutting them, and then the player actually tweeted, "Yeah, you're right." I mean, hey, listen to me. It's not hate if it's true. It's true.
Now,
That's
listen,
what it is, bro.
it
It ain't hate if it's true.
He got a cheaper replacement on the roster right now. Like, what am I gonna do, man? What am I gonna do?
and he playing better.
Hey, that's why he get mad.
He playing better
How you
than
gonna get mad?
Jordan Lewis ever played. I feel like
He had this one year he outplayed Jordan Lewis. So y'all don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about the run, anything but bland.
and everybody was high on Jordan Lewis at first. I think so. I know I was. We was begging for Jordan Lewis to get some reps. We were like, hip pocket Lewis. We like get him out there, like free Jordan Lewis, because they was kind of discriminating against him because he was shorter. You know, we like taller corners, and they really just had Jordan Lewis in the hip pocket for a long time. They didn't let him out. Once they let him out, we was like, he all right, but he ain't doing what we thought he was gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Deron Bland been out there eating people lunch.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I also say too is like Jordan Lewis he didn't injuries, man. Like he's battled a lot of injuries, and when you're not playing, you're not playing. You know what I'm saying? So I think one of the advantages of like Deron Bland, man, he got to play his whole rookie year. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something Jordan Lewis didn't even get to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I think the Cowboys believe that once you're injured, man. Like you're always gonna be dinged up. Like that's just like one thing about the Cowboys are they are able to keep people. They're able to get guys back, but we have not been good at keeping guys back. You know what I'm saying? Like ever since Dak got hurt, Dak misses game at least 1 or 2 a year. You know what I'm saying? Zeke came back, but he also got hurt every year.
Oh,
You know
they
what I'm
said
saying?
Dalvin Cook going to Miami, so we're gonna have to play him too.
Hold on, Dalvin Cook.
Did they release him yet, or did they say he was going to be a June? I don't know why you would tell someone he'd be a June 1 cut and it's freaking May 15th.
I mean, they did that.
That's like walking up to you later and being like, "Yeah, in 2 weeks I'm divorcing your ass."
Yeah, they told Zeke about
But until then, I
a
need
year
my
ahead of
dinners,
time. They told Zeke last year.
They did that with Zeke. They just went ahead and released them and used the exception.
Yeah.
They designated him as a post June cut because they designated him.
So they did release him. They did release him.
I ain't seen.
They did release
I
him.
see people saying he gone to Miami. Is that true?
Listen,
is that confirmed or what?
Listen, hey, I want to confirm. I want to explain something. Just because you designate someone as a post June 1 cut doesn't mean that you're going to cut him June 1.
No,
that just means that you're going
whenever and you get the money then.
Exactly. That just means you're not going to get the money till June 1st. You know what I'm saying? You don't have access to use the money. But that's the same thing the Cowboys did. The Cowboys designated Zeke a post June 1 cut. That means the money will come off the books June 1. That's why I never understood why fans thought that Zeke would be signed before June 1. Like his first transaction doesn't even end until June 1. So he would have to be officially released on June 1. Then Zeke would be able to be re-signed, I would think, as early as June 2nd. I'm going to tell y'all this right now, just talking about that subject. I don't think that Zeke wants to be a Dallas Cowboy bad enough to wait around and wait for them. Because, and to be honest with you, if I was Zeke's agent, I wouldn't even suggest that because the Cowboys have shown that they'll do all that, man, and literally go in a new direction, and you will be asked out. Like, think about all
so
that
what,
stuff.
What do you think his market looking like?
Who's Zeke?
Yeah. Because I
know.
think this might have been a part of what the demonstration was. Like, if you think you can do better, we're going to let you go test the market. And the market hasn't been favorable for him. So what you think?
Favorable for running backs at all? So
I
don't know why. I don't know what to do. I know that's really why Aaron Jones got his head to the fire and ended up having to take a pay cut.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you like this: Zeke now, Zeke has to decide one or two things. Is it more about the money or is it more about getting the ring? Now I think I understand where I think I believe that Zeke is more on the avenue of trying to get a ring, trying to win, right? But the only thing that sucks is that now that Dalvin Cook is released, if you get a running back like Dalvin Cook to go somewhere to Miami, say he goes to Miami, he only takes like $5-6 million. That is for sure going to undercut Zeke's price. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever I believe that what he's asking.
So really, when you think about it, man, Zeke done made a whole lot of money in this league too. So it might be time for him to just try to win, bro. Like you on the tail.
Yeah, but man,
I mean, listen.
Yeah, but I mean, but a lot of these players believe they can do both. Like they believe they can do both. They've been doing both.
Yeah.
I mean, but the running back market just messed up right now, man.
Yeah, he had a good market out of it.
If the league leading rusher is only going to get $10 million, if Pro Bowl running backs are only going to sign for 6.5, like Miles Sanders did, you know what I'm saying? Like, what can he hope to get on the open market?
I said that.
Who was an All-Pro last year? Who was an All-Pro running back last year?
Let me see.
I said that on the show. I said them boys, the running backs need a union, bro. For real. Them boys need a union or something. Because they do it. Them boys so dirty.
Let me see. NFL.
To be honest with you, each position needs its own representation. Because you don't need tight ends don't need to be represented by the same people that represent quarterbacks.
Yeah, they just got one face.
You know what I mean?
One figurehead.
And to be honest with you, and I'm gonna tell you this, I also believe that quarterbacks should have their own salary caps. Because, bruh, a quarterback, they take up so much of the, you know what I mean? Like, a quarterback salary cap should be outside of the team.
Normal salary cap.
So, Josh Jacobs and Nick Chubb were the two All-Pro running backs last year.
And how much they making?
Josh
Jacobs making $10
million.
And he's All-Pro.
Mm-hmm.
And think about, and I'm gonna tell you how messed up and I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I'm gonna tell you how messed up the running back market really is. I'm gonna tell y'all, and y'all gonna be like, damn, when I say this. I'm gonna tell you how messed up the running back market is. You have an all-pro running back making $10.9 million. You have Tony Pollard making $10.9 million this year.
Nick Chubb is.
That makes no sense, bro. How can the best running back in all of football be making the exact same amount of money as my running back who only had 1,000 yards?
Yeah.
Well, doesn't make any sense, bro.
Nick Chubb gonna make.
And it's crazy when
this year. His contract is worth. His contract is worth $36 million over 3 years, so $12 million APY. This year, the cap is going to be 14.8.
When you think about it, what's crazy is like it might be some nefariousness going on, man, because they want to push the passing league. But we understand, people who know about football, we understand how important running the ball is. So I don't see how they can even significantly just decrease the value of running back like this. Because then it's one of the more physical positions too. So like it's like they take more beating than anybody, and it's very valuable in the grand scheme of football. So how are we even allowing them to devalue the stuff? Like, it's crazy.
Hey, but have you noticed what they've done though? They've devalued the running back position while trying to elevate the tight end position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like now, all of a sudden, tight ends are important. Getting drafted in the first round. Like what?
They got Brock Bowers ranked at number 6 next year. Like they saying he raw now. He raw, but they got him like coming out
player in all of college football.
He's gonna probably be a top 10 pick next year, for sure.
You'd be a fool, bro. If Tyler, listen, if Kyle Pitts, and shout out to Jay Tuck, but I was on his ass. I told him that listen, I said, man, I don't give a damn how good tight ends are. The position is not that important to be drafted in the first round. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, they're elevating the tight end position while it's also one of the cheaper positions in football. You know what I'm saying?
They trying to get a bargain, man. That's what it look like to me. It's like they trying to get a bargain. Now, Brock Bowers, Brock Bowers is him now. He raw. Like, I've been scouting this boy since he was a freshman. I liked him. I was like, man, I would love for him to be a Cowboy. But he way too good. But
my thing is this, bro. My thing is this. If you were mad at the Cowboys drafting Mozzie Smith because he's a 2-down defensive tackle, you should be furious if they draft a freaking tight end. You should be furious. What can they do less? You know what I'm saying? At least my defensive tackle's going to be on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Tight end do a little bit of everything.
Yes, but they're not really responsible for
I'm
one.
saying that's not good enough for me. That's what I'm saying. They just do a little everything.
Yeah.
You know,
like you're drafting a Swiss Army knife whose the tools are just as, you know what I'm saying? There's not really one dominant. It's a Swiss Army knife, but the knife ain't sharp. The scissors is kind of dull.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it badly get the job done. It badly get the job done.
Yeah, like it got a screwdriver, but it's tilted at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I'm saying it's
that was raw, man. That was raw. But we just saying like the point of it is like for him to be the top 10. That shit. It really ain't even logical when you think about it. Like a tight end being the top 10 in the draft. How many quarterbacks you got? How many D ends you got?
Wide receivers.
This dude gonna be better than all of them.
Over the tackles.
Ooh, over the DBs. Like that's a lot of stuff.
Over the guards.
Hey, and think about this. Think about this too. And you know this. The crazy thing about the tight end position, what you actually get drafted for in the NFL, like your great trait, what you get drafted for in the NFL. Is not necessarily going to be the most useful trait when you get in the NFL.
Hold on, let me see. Me Regina probably misunderstood, but she said that's a terrible mindset, landlord. We can't get nobody that good. Yeah, because he gonna be too high in the draft, me Regina. It's no way we can get to him.
If you're trying to win a Super Bowl this year, you're gonna pick ass anyway.
We gonna be too good, so it's nothing we can do. Like he gonna be a top 10 pick, Miss Regina. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. If Dak Prescott plays at least 14 games this season, you're going to win at least
12.
10, because that's what I'm just going to say at the low end. You're at 10 to 12 games, that would naturally put you in top out of the 15.
He's
the only way you're going to be in. Listen to me. If the only way that the Cowboys will get a top 10 pick is if Dak does not play. That's it. Because if Dak plays, even if Dak plays and plays bad, like this year, everybody says Dak sucked. He was not good. He was just, oh my God, get rid of him. Well, guess what? You were picked 26. You want to know why? Because you still won 12 games.
Good. That's why.
You were still good.
Yeah. So it'll
You know what I'm
have to
saying?
be something catastrophic like the year the Micah year for us to get up that high. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
COVID. Or COVID shut the whole world down
Yeah,
again.
it'll have to be something catastrophic for us to get to that level because we gonna be too good.
Oh, hold on. Buda Baker just went to the Giants.
Wow.
Oh my fucking Lord, forgive me.
Wow. That's a good pick for them. That's a good player.
Everybody trying to get the hell away from old buddy.
Arizona. Hey,
Don't nobody want to be around the Eagles the Eagles coach.
Listen to me. I think Arizona is in dump mode. That means them tickets is gonna be cheap as hell. So everybody needs to go to Cowboys versus Arizona Cardinals game. They are definitely in dump mode. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. We might want. I'm not for us necessarily because I don't think it'll happen. But man, I think that boy Hopkins about to be on the move.
We need to go get on the phone with Hopkins then. Just go crazy.
Hey, listen to. Be honest with you, we might need to go look. Go look at Arizona guard position. Hell, you mean? Go what they got at that guard position. They selling everything else.
They got Simmons still on it, the linebacker.
I'm trying to see.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if this is true. What they put in the chat box. I don't see it on here yet. Y'all got
Buda Baker is falling off. I ain't gonna say he's falling off. Buda Baker's still a guy that can play high, but you got to think he's going to a Giants defense that was solid last year.
I say he was on a bad team too.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's. And think about this: he's better than the safety they had.
That's a good pick. That's a good move for them. They said they sent the second too.
Hold on, I still don't see it on my.
For a second round pick. For a
that's
second round pick, for a second round pick, they still believe he got it, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty high.
They still believe he got it. That's pretty high, yeah. For a second round pick, they still believe he has it.
Hold on.
This.
Where y'all getting all this info from?
I don't see it.
I see it on Twitter. I don't know if it's true though. Who the source is?
I don't see it on Twitter.
That's what you got to pay attention to, the sources. Know what I'm saying? Because some of these people just be reporting stuff.
No.
I don't see it.
It hasn't been recorded. No, it's a mock trade.
It ain't even real?
It's not even real. We're going to go tear that boy ass.
So you know what this means? But I'm gonna tell you. This is what happens when you have a really big platform and you use it for ego, right? This guy right here says mock trade.
DP Johnson said Kyler is driving this locker room crazy. He stay in Arizona. He said the whole team, the whole team wants out. Simmons is up for grabs too. Heard rumors DQ like him. Hey, go get Simmons. I thought they still have.
Man.
So it was just a rumor, but that's kind of like what happens when you have a platform and you always that's why I don't really report on rumors. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about nonsense and stuff like that, but Cowboy content, we gonna make sure it's legit before we put it out there.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we corrected ourselves. We got to make sure we check the sources, people, before you say stuff, because I don't want people to be thinking we giving out false information out here.
They're like, I heard it from landlord and West Coast. It gotta be true.
Yeah, you gotta check the source. You be reporting something from what that is, Rinky Dink Records, like Masterpiece said. Remember that? He's reporting live from Rinky Dink Records. Like, no,
he says, but why are we worried, man? We loaded as safety and we destroyed John for a much. Listen to me. Cowboy fans, I need y'all to stop talking about this. Why are we worried and all this stuff? You listen to me. We need to have a respect for your opponent. Like I feel Cowboy fans, we be too gangster for a team that ain't won a Super Bowl in 25 years. Sometimes we need to go sit our ass down. You know what I'm saying?
we too gangster.
I love the Cowboys. I love it, but sometimes I feel like we don't realize that our shit do stink. Like sometimes we need to sit back and we need to realize that our neighbor next door, his grass is green. You know what I'm saying? Instead of us just being to say like, oh, because the worst thing in the world is for you to think that you know how to do it and it's only that way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me. There are teams that are these other organizations that are doing that are successful, bruh. Like that are being successful. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I try to stay away from that. Oh, why are we scared? No, we ain't got to be scared, but we are going to respect the opponents when teams get better. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. The Cowboys play, and let me say this right now, because I already know it's about to be some hate when I say this. The Cowboys play in the hardest division in football. Name me a team that had 4 teams in the playoffs going into week 6.
I might give up a second for Simmons. Somebody
But you
said,
know what I
what you
mean?
would give up for second? They gave you a soup and said, what would you give up for Simmons? Smoke one for you.
Right now, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't necessarily think the Cowboys would give up anything for him because technically they gave a 3rd round pick to the tight end for the you just drafted a linebacker in the 3rd round who you have not even played yet. So I don't think the Cowboys would send a 2nd round. I don't think the Cowboys value. Think about this. You could have got Raekwon Smith for a 3rd and a 5th or whatever, and they were not interested. They are not interested in sending. You know what I'm saying? Raekwon, what did Raekwon go for? And people say, yeah, you had to pay him, but bruh, duh, you're gonna have to pay. I never hold, but you had to pay Raekwon Smith. Well, he ain't gonna play for free.
Yeah, DQ probably looked at it like, man, I got J-Ron Curse and Donovan Wilson. Even though I'm staying at linebacker, I got 2 people that's basically a linebacker in my opinion. So
yeah, and if you also notice, the Cowboys like defensive ends who can play linebacker. They like safeties who can play linebacker. They don't actually like linebackers who play linebacker.
They really don't. Dan Quinn don't. Dan Quinn don't. Yeah.
He don't, bro. They don't.
Dan Quinn started this in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Bro, think about this. Dan Quinn's first linebacker that he brought, you know who it was? Keon O'Neal. What did he play? Safety. What did he play for the Cowboys? Linebacker.
Facts.
What did he play? Hey, what did he play when he left the Cowboys? Safety.
I should have listened to me. Listen to me. On my mama, I should have bet folks. Because I was telling folks, I said, bro, listen, that boy about to leave to Dallas. He got $5 million to pretend to be a linebacker. And Keon O'Neal was on the sideline versus that 49er game. He was on the sideline, so he didn't even play in the playoffs. And then he went right back to his original position for 1 year. He only played 1 year as a linebacker in the NFL, full year into the Dallas Cowboys, and it didn't work out. And guess what he did as soon as it was over? Went right back to his original position.
Yeah, you're right. That's what's been. I think I've been missing the bus on that a lot. Cause I'm just
Cowboys don't like linebackers.
Yeah. I'm just programmed like normal football. We need a linebacker, but Dan Quinn like, nah, we ain't fooling with it. You're like, we good. They doing everything but getting a true linebacker. So, cause look, drafting Overshawn proves it to me too. Like they don't care about a normal traditional linebacker, and it's frustrating because when you grow up and know football, you learned it a certain way. It's like I guess I'm just too old school. I gotta get back.
No, hey, I'm gonna tell you 2 points real quick. You know what's kind of crazy? Like that's what I used to trip out about the cornerback position when people used to be swearing up and down to me that freaking Byron Jones was a good corner, even though he doesn't get his hands on the ball. And I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, if my high school coach was sitting here listening to this, he would be cussing all y'all out. My high school coach told me that the only way you'll ever play on Friday nights is if you get your hands on the ball. And the only way you're going to play on Saturday mornings is if you get your hands on the ball. Then he would tell me this, if you get your hands on the ball enough times on Saturday morning, when will you play? Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Bro, that's always been the foundation of a corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your hand on the ball Friday night, get your hand on the ball Saturday morning, you'll get your hands on the ball Sunday morning.
Yeah.
High school, professional league, NFL. So it's when you hear stuff like, trust me, bro, and like it almost makes you want to like contemplate like I know football. I don't understand what they're doing. Like that makes no sense. But then the last thing I'm gonna tell you this. The Cowboys have also taken that approach with D tackle. Because for the longest, remember, the Cowboys didn't like D tackles that only stop the run. We had to get guys that can stop the run, who can sack the quarterback. Yeah. But guess what? You had all these sacks, but nobody really stopping the run. But now think about this now. Now you have people who don't necessarily think Mozzie's a good pick because all he does is stop the run. Bro, it's us, bro. It's the Cowboy Nation, bro. It's us.
To me, that's a big time culture shift with Dan Quinn because he made Jerry, everybody put some respect on the defensive interior. That's what he did. He swayed them in the right direction, and that's all this defense was missing to me, man. Is It's defensive interior player and a linebacker. But I guess I don't know what I'm talking about with linebacker with DQ. So I'm gonna defer to DQ. You know what I'm saying? It still feel like we need a linebacker, but you know, who knows? But I'm finna have to get on up out of here in a second, though, y'all.
Yeah, it's all right.
I
We
am
can wrap
too.
it up.
Yeah.
I gotta get back on this clock, man. I appreciate y'all for coming to the liquor store, getting drunk with us, man, on this content.
Yes, sir.
Hey, let them know where they can find y'all at, man. Who want to go first?
Hey, you know, I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Holla at your boy. You understand? Let's get it.
Hey man, it's your boy West Coast. Hey, it's your boy West Coast, aka Mr. Run the Damn Ball, Daddy the Son. You know what I'm saying? And you already know what it is, man. You can find me anywhere there's a Cowboy star. Just look up, and your boy's gonna be standing there with a Run the Damn Ball hat on his head. You feel me?
And as y'all know, it's your boy Hennythemoor reporting live from the liquor store. I thank y'all for coming over, and I always tell y'all on the way out to drink and drive responsibly. But if you see an Eagles fan in the middle of the road, you got my permission to run their goofy ass over.
Facts.
Hey, you gotta get that. You gotta get that. You gotta get that ding dong song. Because you know how when you walk out of a liquor store, you always hear that ding dong. You know that ding dong to let you know that you're walking out the door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta get that.
And you need to get a grill, a truck grill with some eagles in the middle of it or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they done ran the eagles over. But yeah.
Hey, I appreciate y'all though, man. We'll be back later on. God bless and hold it down.
Let's get it.
All right, you already know what it is. Never look down, stars up. Peace.